Good afternoon, Roger, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dominic Tan and I'm here to present to you my FYP project. My FYP is to provide a solution of converting 2D mechanical drawings into 3D models. On your left is an example of a 2D mechanical drawing, and through the use of my solution, we are able to convert this 2D mechanical drawing into a 3D model. The result is shown on your right. So I'm here to give you an introduction of my FYP project. It will consist of 3 parts: the background, motivation and objective, and lastly the scope. A bit of background of 2D mechanical drawings. They're actually a graphical language, and they are supposed to transfer ideas and details to mechanical engineers through visual feedback. However, recently, thanks to the use of computer-aided design software such as AutoCAD and SolidWorks, we are able to give a better visual feedback through the use of 3D models. On your left is an example of a 2D mechanical drawing, and on the right is, thanks to the use of 3D software, we are able to convert a car into a 3D model. However, CAD software have 3 disadvantages. The first one is the brainstorming process of 2D mechanical drawings and 3D software. They are totally different, and some mechanical engineers feel that they have difficulties converting their brainstorming processes into 3D software. Secondly, the software is not very user-friendly. Some of the tools have too much high requirements, or they are too complicated to be used, and hence some mechanical engineers avoid using 3D software. And lastly, the drawing process of 3D software is very rigid and very fixed. And if you miss one step of the process, you actually have an error prone in your 3D model. So with that, my project is to have an objective, which is to provide a better and more reliable software. But not only that, because these issues has been constantly out there, and people are trying to find a solution to it, and with that we feel that there's an increasing demand for this constant issue. So with that, we are actually trying to research more on the medical field line of 3D models, where their software they are able to convert 2D X-ray drawings into 3D models. Example of one medical 3D software is the one used to convert a 2D X-ray image into a 3D image of a patient skull. So I would like to provide you a bit about my scope of my project. The first one we would like to do is to actually understand the structure and limitations of the medical field 3D softwares. Not only that, we are actually supposed to provide a mechanical solution. We would like to also experiment on it to find its limitations on different parameters. Lastly is to provide an optimized interface software. So through the understanding of the structure and limitations of 3D software through the medical line, we are hoping to actually have a 30% improvement in accuracy and reliability. So how do we do that is, one of them is through the reference of one of its best software out there, which is CS imaging software. They are able to convert X-rays of 2D drawings of the patient's jaw and project a 3D model of the patient's jaw through this software. And from that, we would like to improve its limitations, get it structured, and change it back for 2D mechanical drawings. Once we have that solution, we would like to do some experiment of different parameters. We would like to see whether these different parameters will affect our result greatly. The first one would be imaging software. As different cameras have different imaging software, we have to see if different software focus on different parts of the mechanical drawings. And from that, we will see our result will be affected. Secondly, will be the imaging lenses of different cameras. As different cameras provide different resolution and sharpness, especially on lines. And through that, we would like to see the accuracy of our solution. And lastly, the lightings. The lightings are very crucial, as most of our image of 2D mechanical drawings are on white background. And if we have different lightings, there will be different shaded of background, and that could affect the darkness of the lines, and that will varies our result. Lastly is that we would like to have an improved interface software, where the user feel is very, you'll feel that the tools are very simplified. Not only that, they will feel that the software is very compatible to their demand. We like to simplify the requirements and steps of all the drawings tools, and with that, hopefully the user feel that it's much more better and improved. Secondly is that we like to modernize the interface software, because lately right now all computers they have a touchscreen interface, and we like to have one too. And with that, I would like to end my presentation. Thank you for your attention.